Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Bishop Webster here. I wanted to share a few thoughts with you on this beautiful Labor Day weekend. Hopefully you're all taking some opportunity to slow things down and enjoy time with family and reflecting on the blessings of our lives, especially on this Sabbath day. Just a couple thoughts I wanted to share with you. One of them being this last week from our studies in Come Follow Me. We have been learning about Samuel the Lamanite in Helaman chapters 13, 14, and 15. First of all, what really impressed me is from our studies, from our discussions this week, was the fact that Samuel, when he first tried teaching the Nephites, he was turned away. Now, when you're commanded by the Lord and something doesn't turn out, it can be, well, if you try to do anything, it doesn't work out. Often we first think about trying to give up, and that maybe it wasn't the right thing to do. But I love Samuel's approach in that he didn't just get discouraged. He was reminded that the voice of the Lord had told him he needed to teach the people, and so rather than just walk away, he decides to get up on the wall. Now, I don't know how common that was in those days to teach from the wall, but to me that seems like pretty out of the box thinking, a pretty unique approach to encountering opposition, as to try something totally different. And so that was lesson number one I learned from Samuel the Lamanite, how important it can be as we are on the Lord's errand to try something new, try something different. Number two, in chapter 15, as he talks about the need for continually repenting, and he uses the word walking circumspectly before God. I've used this phrase a number of times, and at one point it felt like a lot. But the word circumspectly to me means to be watchful all the way around, to be looking all around us, not just for the ways in which we're tempted and to avoid those areas of temptation. I guess that's primarily the way I've looked at it. But also walking circumspectly before God is considering all around us the ways in which we can bless and lift others. The scriptures go on to talk about the need for, or the ability that we then have to follow the commandments and to do all these other things that will bring us power, that ways in which God can bless us in our lives. And so that was lesson number two. But anyway, I've just been really so loving the opportunity we've had to spend time in the scriptures. I definitely don't do it as well or enough as I should, and I think just about anybody could probably say that, but how grateful I am for the time I'm able to spend in the scriptures as I study and as I pray, and I can learn more about our Savior through his prophets. As I mentioned in a previous video, we've got just a few weeks out until General Conference. For those of you who are on Instagram, there's a page I'd like to recommend for you to follow. I believe it's called Be Still to Hear Him. I'll see if I can link it in my video, or excuse me, in the email. A friend of mine from high school, very good friend of mine, started up this account as in preparation for General Conference, but also just to have another corner of light on the internet. Her name's Catherine Reynolds. Some of you may know her from, she grew up just across the street from Weinigers, but some of our older members may their sibling or their children may have been friends with her. But she was recently called onto the General Relief Society Advisory Board. Remarkable woman, has a lot of great things to share. But again, I'll share that link to that account on my email. Also, what I'd like to share with you as I guess a musical number, but also something that has really inspired me these last few months. An acquaintance of mine through my employment, her son was involved in a horrible car accident out on the Salt Flats. Some of you may have heard of it. Anyway, this young man's name is Zach Greenberg. he had a mission call and things were going well, and he was excited for his future. And they were out driving on the salt flats and collided. There was a car accident and had caused significant damage to him, physically and mentally. And so the video I'd like to share, which will be again linked in the email, is a little bit of his journey and his process, and just the experiences his family has had with others as they fast and pray on Zach's behalf, and on behalf of the other people involved in the accident too. But it will be it's just a few minute video. I've never heard of the group who performed this number, but I thought it was pretty beautiful. So with that, enjoy your Sabbath day. I look forward to seeing many of you on our at our sacrament meeting coming up this next month. But again, for those unable to attend, I hope to see you around the neighborhood, and hope you're taking care of each other. Love you all. We'll talk soon.